ZoomSafer was inspired because I was increasingly driving distracted. I found myself making sort of questionable decisions when I was behind the wheel of my car, easily distracted by my BlackBerry, by emails, by text. And this past fall, I was coming out of my driveway headed to work one morning, and I got a text. I looked down, I look up, and I had a little boy on his bike in front of me, and I nearly had a really serious accident. And after that, I sort of reflected on my behavior, and I thought about the things I was doing, and I was looking for a way to help me make better decisions as a driver, to contextualize the driving experience so I'd be more focused and less distracted. And looked around to find some solutions in the marketplace. I didn't find anything, so I got together with a couple of longtime friends of mine, very smart guys, and we put together the plan to build a software product to help people be safer when they drive. Yeah, I mean, the big thing right now is that ZoomSafer, in my use of the product over the last 60 days, has definitely changed my behavior. I mean, I find myself making better decisions. I find myself being more focused. I find myself just less distracted. I mean, when you sometimes are behind the wheel of your car, you can kind of get into situations where you're just, not paying attention, and it's dangerous. And with ZoomSafer right now, I just feel very focused, and I feel a lot more attentive to the things that I'm doing when I'm driving, and it's just a good experience. One of the big things for us in putting the product together was to make it very simple to use. ZoomSafer's software that you download and you install onto your mobile device. It's just like any iPhone app. It's as simple as that. It takes seconds, and anybody can do it. A 60-year-old grandmother can do it. A 16-year-old kid can do it. You don't need to know, a lot about anything other than, the need to be safer when you drive. So once you've got it installed on your phone, ZoomSafer takes care of the rest and creates a really good experience for the driver to be more focused. It's a great question, because one of the things that, again, being very, very honest, right? I mean, the product, for me personally, safety is a huge issue, right? We want people to be focused. We want people to be attentive to the road. We don't want people to be distracted. But at the same time, we want people to use ZoomSafer. We want people to want to use it, not because they have to. And this means we have to create an experience which is blended. It means we have to give people, a professional who's got an hour-long drive to work in the morning. That hour period of time is often very valuable productivity time. So we would like to give that professional the ability to, in their hour-long commute, be very focused and attentive to the road, but also the ability to do some basic things to be productive, and to be productive while the hands are on the wheel and the eyes are on the road. Yeah, I mean, the whole idea is for a professional person who wants to be connected to modern society, or to their modern reality of work, or professional life. You can do it with ZoomSafer, but you're going to do it with your voice, not your eyes, and not your hands, right? That's one of the things that we've solved for that we think is really interesting, is that level of productivity. ZoomSafer, that's a great question. I mean, ZoomSafer, we at this early stage of the company, we feel like distracted driving is a massively horizontal problem. In other words, it's agnostic. It's as relevant for a 16-year-old girl as it is for a 60-year-old man. It's relevant for parents. It's relevant for kids. It's relevant for professionals. And it's a fairly horizontal, mix of people who would benefit from being more focused when they're driving. And therefore, ZoomSafer is for a young audience, to help them be more focused and less distracted. It's for parents to help them set better examples for their kids. It's for professionals who want to be focused on the road and still able to get things done, yet comply with laws that are increasingly being passed about distracted driving. And lastly, we think there's a huge market for corporations who are looking for ways to minimize risk and liability associated with their fleets, company-owned cars and company employees driving around with company-issued mobile devices present real risk, real liability. So big corporations, we think, are interested in ZoomSafer because they'd like the ability to minimize that risk, and we can give them that capability.